My dear viewers, hello and welcome to a new episode of our program Cultural Magazine, during which we're going to bring you the latest cultural events that are taking place in Egypt.
Under the auspices of His Excellency Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, the Ministry of Culture, in cooperation with the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities and Qina Governorate, organized the activities of the second session of the Dandara Festival for Music and Singing in Qina Governorate in March. Minister of Culture Dr. Ines Abdedaim said that Prime Minister Madbouli's sponsorship of cultural and artistic events reflects the state interest and belief in the importance of the role of soft power in elevating society, reshaping awareness, and raising the conscience of Egyptians.
يا بلاد الثورة العربية يا مصر يا أمي الوطنية يا بلاد الثورة العربية يا مصر يا أمي الوطنية على سطح نيلك وقنالي صورة لتاريخك ونضالك على سطح نيلك وقنالي صورة لتاريخك ونضالك يا أصيلة يا بلد يا ست الحسن يا بلد النور والدفى والحب أصيلة يا بلد.
The minister stressed the need to invest cultural and artistic events in promoting Egyptian civilization as a whole. The current phase is witnessing continuous coordination with the Minister of Tourism and Antiquities, Dr. Khalid Al-Anani, to set up many creative events in archaeological and historical sites in various governorates, given the civilized events and elements that Egypt possesses which distinguish it from other countries in the world. The Minister of Culture confirmed that the events are implemented by the Cairo Opera House headed by Dr. Magdi Sobir, along with a number of other concerned state bodies. She noted that the festival embodies the strategy of spreading enlightenment and works to achieve cultural justice throughout the country. Minister of Tourism and Antiquities Dr. Khalid Al-Anani stressed that the existing cooperation between the Ministries of Tourism, Antiquities and Culture to organize a number of cultural, artistic and tourism activities and events in various archaeological sites, especially in Upper Egypt governorates, highlights the civilized face of Egypt and its ancient heritage and works to attract citizens' attention to art and creativity. Mr. Anani added that the Dandara Festival for Music and Singing that Qina Governorate witnesses and the artistic performances that will be presented there are considered a gift to the people of Qina. The event contributes to enhancing their cultural awareness and their passion for fine arts with the aim of maximizing the role of soft power in supporting and revitalizing the tourism movement. The minister pointed out that during the coming period it is to organize another distinct event at the Temple of Abydos in the Governorate of Sohag. Under the title The Homeland, the Arab Attitudes Festival, organized by the Cairo Opera House, headed by Dr. Magdi Sabir, represented by the Cairo Symphony Orchestra, dedicates the closure of its activities to the name of the musician Dr. Gamal Salama on the Grand Theater stage. The program includes a selection of the works by the late Salama, which he composed in the classical format, including Memories for String Orchestra, Vogue for Orchestra and Piano, and Symphony Orchestra. The musician Gamal Salama was born in Alexandria in 1945, studied musical sciences in the Soviet Union, and obtained the highest qualification for specialization from the Tchaikovsky Conservatory in Moscow in 1976. He presented many of his compositions for many renowned Arab singers like Sabah, Samira Said, Magda Rumi, singer Yasmin Al-Khayyam, the Tunisian Sofia Sadiq, and many others. He also composed many musical tracks for dramas in the 80s, which are still present in the memory of the audience, including Love and Other Things and the movie My Loved One Forever. Gamal Salama passed away in 2021 after a large group of everlasting works.
The Cairo Opera House plays a significant role in the cultural movement that is taking place in Egypt, so stay tuned.
The Cairo Opera House hosted the Moscow Ballet on Ice Company, presenting 8 performances, morning and evening concerts on the Big Theater for the renowned ballet Cinderella and Swan Lake.
الفرقة دي طبعا من الفرق المهمة جدا اللي الأوبرا جابتها.
Moscow Ballet on Ice is considered one of the most important groups that the Cairo Opera House invited to present a unique and difficult art at the same time because of this pleasant fusion of ballet and ice skating, so it did need a lot of procedures, efforts, time and long preparations, starting from building an ice surface on our stages with special techniques to preserve also our wooden theater from the scratches, which is done with special measures and thickness, and above all that, it really did gain the appreciation of the audience, which was full of cheerful clapping.
احنا طبعا الحمد لله يعني مش عايز احسد الأوبرا اقول ان معظم الحفلات
Actually, the Cairo Opera House is always full capacity and always full of artistic activities. For instance, the Cairo Opera House next program will include the legend pianist Omar Khairat, the great star Angham, the star Safwan Bahlawan with the great maestro Selim Saheb. Yet also we have a pre-celebration for the holy month of Ramadan under the title Welcome Ramadan, not to mention the Ramadan Nights concerts, which will include some recitals and Sufi chanting with a wide range of arts performances from different fields.
We is happy state in Egypt. Yes, preparation is very difficult because it's not only skating, is ballet in skating together. Yes, the first prepared skating 10 years in career sport skating, then prepare ballet, and then only artist of show. We have two parts. The first part is Sweet Swan Lake. Second part is Cinderella. It's very nice show because the first part is classical. The second part is with more humor. It's for children. It's show for all public. Many emotions. The first because Egypt is one tradition, one culture, different the Russian culture, and when we think about ice, no problem because we travel many countries of the world and doing ice in stage in Singapore Opera, Paris Opera, New York City, big theater, and we very happy stayed in Opera House. It's a little different because skating with ballet it's a sport with cultural together, yes, it's different. Maybe who think it's only classic ballet, but movements in show is different. In classic ballet, more state and skating all time in moving. We happy, stayed here and think people happy too. It's very important for us, our publish. And we today it's last our show, and we give all from us for good show.
Theater is great, and I feel that power. I don't know how old this building, but it feels like very special for us. I know that the ice it's not really usual for your country, so we just want people to like figure skating as we do in Russia. We're really grateful for your country that you enjoyed our culture, I guess. I hope and come to see our ballet.
Actually, it's a nice color to produce it to Egyptian public, and as well are living in Cairo. And for me, it's something mixing both audience, actually, classical audience and sportive audience, because this group had the Olympic champion as well for and mixing ballet with a high-level sportive dancers. And address classical music to large public, which is something really interesting. Yeah. So I saw this kind of performances in Europe, which is it's easier. The weather, especially when it's outdoor, it's easier. For Egypt, I think it's a new experience for technical stuff, and I think they learn a lot about this unique experience. Cairo Opera House, one of the most important operas in Middle East, play a very important role in enlightenment and diffusing the culture to many diverse public. And especially for me, I had this experience. I worked with Danish conductor and composer. I performed Carl Nielsen for the first time in Cairo with the Cairo Symphony Orchestra. I played Jacques Ibert, which is a French composer. So French, Danish, and I played Mozart as well with Cairo. Austrian composers. So many colors and really different styles. Yeah, I think we need some diversity from south of Europe, for example. We need more of them because they are close to our culture. Eastern Europe, as well as Latin America, musicians as well. I didn't see them frequently.
The Moscow Ballet on Ice included 80 artists from performers to technicians who are among the most skilled specialists, noting that the performances were challenging, classy and distinguished, which makes it ballet and ice skating. Dazzling and strong dramatic construction that expresses the content of the two stories in a graceful kinetic performance that combines the ballet style with the unique technique of ice skating. Shuruq Bikir, Culture Magazine.
The camera of our program is always going after the cultural events that are taking place in Egypt, so stay tuned.
Comment tu fais pour te belle comme ça? Où tu es là, on a moins plus que droit. Tu fais tomber tout ce qui te regarde. Je suis jaloux, je suis sur mes gardes. Comment tu fais pour avoir tant de charme? Comment défendre les jaloux sur les femmes? Quand tu souris, tu mets les phrases. Je te revois que le cœur lui s'enflamme. Je suis jaloux, c'est plus fort que moi. Je deviens fou quand tu n'es pas là. Je parle de tout ce qui s'approche de moi. Je n'ai moi. Je suis jaloux, c'est plus fort que moi. Je deviens fou quand tu n'es pas là.
This event aims to present various types of serious arts that work to raise the artistic taste while enjoying with artistic performances, giving expats the opportunity to see the artistic side of Egypt as they have never seen it before.
Actually, the idea came under a slogan, Egypt can still rock decently. At a certain point in your life, you say enough is enough. Enough of things that you dislike and you cannot change, bad taste, bad words. So we started it from here. We can still rock decently. That's how the idea of the Intertour, the retro came. It's the patronage of everything, for the high taste, for the different culture, for the improvisation, everything actually. Opera means taste, and taste means people who are responsible for the opera house. I would love from here and from your beautiful show to thank everybody here. Dr. Magdi Saber, the president of the opera, Ms. Nahla Mohsen, the protocol and the PR, and of course, all the marketing department, the engineers, the lighting, the sound, they've been very cooperative. High standards to show how Egypt manage technically things.
thanks Dr. Ines Abdeldaim for being so helpful and giving me this hand of help to bring me on this wow stage.
I think it's incredibly important, and I know this is my second time at the Cairo Opera House in just a couple of years, even through the pandemic, and for me, it's something that feeds my soul. I absolutely need to come out and experience these types of things. So in terms of being a foreigner here, it's very important for me to come and experience the culture this way, and also as part of the community too. So absolutely, I think it's important.
The Cairo Opera House is a cultural and musical venue that has plenty of solid troupes in terms of technique, proficient discipline and excellence, in addition of presenting a plenty and diverse range of international fine arts to the Egyptian nation. Shuruq Bikir, Culture Magazine.
Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Culture Magazine. I hope you've enjoyed being with me. Please wait for me in the next episode. Until then, it's goodbye.